Hello and welcome to Math 201 College Algebra. I'm really excited to have you in this class. This video is going to be a real quick overview of the course expectations, what's on the syllabus. I'm not going to read it to you. I'm assuming before you've watched this video, because you follow directions really well, you have downloaded the syllabus already and you have read every word so you know what you're accountable for. But I just want to go through and answer some of the common questions I see from a syllabus. First off, my name is Tyler Wallace. You can follow me on Twitter if you want, at WallaceSTEM. We're taking a 3-credit college algebra course online. This phone number here is a good phone number to reach me at if you call me Monday through Friday between 8 and 4. If I'm not there, just leave me a message and I will return your call as soon as possible. But don't forget to leave your phone number so I can call you back. Websites we use, you've already found our Populi website. There's not much on there because Populi is not very friendly to mathematics. It takes quite a bit to type and graph mathematics on that site. So we're going to use another website a lot more, almost exclusively after the first day, myopenmath.com. And you'll find out more about that later. You can read some of the details here, but what you need for this course, there is a workbook that's available for download off the course site. You can find that in the Do This First folder. Over to the right, you'll see a link to download a workbook and textbook supplements. The textbook is blue. It's Beginning and Intermediate Algebra. That's an optional textbook if you want to get that. But over to the right on that page are 2 orange workbooks that you can download and print. And those kind of help outline the notes that are in the videos so you don't have to write as much. It's a lot easier. It's kind of like a sermon notes almost. You fill in the blanks as you work through the videos. It's really nice to have that and print that off. You're going to need both workbooks, both Beginning and Intermediate Algebra, for this course because we're going to do the entire first workbook and just under half of the second workbook. So you're going to want to print both. You're going to need a scientific calculator. A simple TI-30 is best, although any type of scientific calculator is just fine. And you need regular access to a computer with a reliable internet connection. That's very important for an online class. Already mentioned the websites. It might be nice to bookmark the myopenmath.com website. You're going to use that one a lot. So how is this online math course going to work? There's a calendar at the end of the syllabus that shows you what section you should be working on each day. But each unit is set up very similar. You start with the lessons. There are several lessons. Depending on the topic, there might be 3 or 7. But you work through each lesson. A lesson's a short 5-minute video that goes with the workbook. A page in the workbook corresponds with a video. And after you finish that lesson, there are 2 problems to verify that you truly understood the content of those videos. Those 2 problems basically say, did you get that? If not, maybe you should get your questions answered. After the lessons, there's a homework assignment that's about 15 problems, and this is the last thing that's done each day. You finish the homework, you know you're done with the projects for the day. Be careful though, some days have 2 sections assigned to them, so there might be 2 homework assignments assigned on a day. So watch the calendar. Then there's a review after several homework assignments. The review is what you need to know for the test. It is not graded. It is optional, and I find students don't usually do optional, and so they skip this part. And then they score very poorly on the test. The review covers everything on the test. Those who do the review and do well on the review, in turn, do well on the test. So take the time to do it. It's technically optional to take the stress away, but really it's not optional because it's going to greatly improve your test scores. Tests are 15 problems each. They are completed online. It is timed and proctored. I'll make sure I give you more information on that as it gets closer. A little bit more detail about the assignments you're going to see. The homework is completed online and must be finished by 11:59 p.m. on the next class day. For this course, we're calling a class day Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, if there's a holiday, vacation, it'll skip that day, and so it'll be due the next class day after the holiday is over. The computer grades these automatically as you submit them, and it counts for 30% of your overall grade. What's nice about this is you get 2 chances at every problem. But if you miss it the second time, you get a chance to regenerate the problem and still earn full credit on the assignment. So it's possible to get 100% on this part of your grade if you keep working hard enough. Finally, there's the test. The tests are done on the day listed on the calendar. They are proctored online, and it is graded by the computer just like the homework. You only get one shot at each problem, though, and you'll want to show your work very neatly and organized on your paper because you're going to turn that into your instructor, and it's going to be graded for partial credit. So you can actually earn partial credit on test, which is different than the homework. And the tests are going to count for 70% of your grade. That all goes together, and I assign you a letter grade, and that's your final grade for the course. I already mentioned the calculator. TI-30 or similar is just fine. And if you have any special documented needs or accommodation request, please let me know during the first week of the course. My cheating policy is very simple. Don't do it. It's immoral. God hates it. Don't cheat. If you do cheat, I get to give you a 0 in the course. Complete academic honesty is required for this course, as any course. Otherwise, it really cheapens the degree you're trying to earn and lies to the employer that you're trying to work for. Technology experience. For this course, it's strongly recommended if you're taking an online course, you're comfortable with a computer and the internet, running a YouTube video, full screening a YouTube video. Those should be very easy tasks for you. You should also be checking the online homework system regularly as I send important messages to those accounts sometimes. Finally, at the end of this syllabus is a calendar, which gets you started on everything. You'll notice some days you do see the 2 sections mentioned. If you see 2 sections, you want to make sure you're doing 2 homework assignments. Whatever is assigned on one day is due the next class day at 11:59 p.m. So this first assignment is due on September 11th at 11:59 p.m. Then linear equations is due on the 13th at 11:59 p.m. So it just kind of rolls like that. The review assignments aren't graded, so there's no due date, but the test must be taken on the day. They are listed on the calendar. So I'm glad you took some time to watch this introductory video, Math 201 College Algebra. I look forward to having you in the class. Let me know if you have any questions as we get started.